Wow, my ball is right up against the collar, which makes it impossible for me to get my club head directly onto the ball. So the question is, should I putt it or maybe hit it like a bunker shot? Well, hold on, I've got a better solution, and I'd like to share it with you today on Winning Golf.
All right, everybody, time for some winning golf. Winning golf.
Look at that putt.
What we play.
In the hole.
Working on that short game each and every day. I'm near the green again. That's where the action all begins. 'Cause with winning golf, everybody wins.
Hey, Terrain.
Winning golf, making that wedge stop on a dime. Getting that bunker shot up close every single time.
That's a line.
Back in my stance, making it
All right, it's gonna go in. Here it comes.
with winning golf, everybody wins. That's right, everybody wins.
Winning Golf is brought to you by SAP. SAP, the best run businesses run SAP.
Hi everyone, and welcome to another exciting week of Winning Golf where everybody wins. And boy, oh boy, today I am thrilled to welcome a very special group of players sponsored by Belfort Property Restoration. A little later in our show, our host Daryl Tuno and his team will compete for 5 rounds in the Cleveland Golf Skills Challenge and hopefully take home some great prizes like this beautiful FootJoy wind shirt. Plus, today's champion will have the opportunity to pitch from 90 feet for the keys to the #1 crossover on the road today. That's the Infinity JX. And for my instruction, I'll show you the perfect shot from an imperfect lie. You won't want to miss that. But first, before we get to all that excitement, let's take a tour around today's host facility, one of the finest in Chester County, the beautiful Whitford Country Club. Whitford Country Club, a private facility located in the heart of Chester County, opened its doors on Memorial Day in 1957. This beautiful property, spread over 168 acres, is home to a charming clubhouse, an 18-hole championship golf course, an Olympic-sized swimming pool, as well as 8 tennis courts, of which 6 are hard true, and 4 well-lit paddle courts. With all of those first-class amenities, Whitford Country Club is able to offer its members and guests a full range of recreational, team, and social activities, making it one of the most active and respected family clubs in the entire Philadelphia area. It is truly a community of friends. Of course, the diamond in the rough is the pristine 18-hole championship golf course. This challenging layout, designed by well-known architect William Gordon, measures 6,680 yards from the tips, has a course rating of 73.6 and a slope of 140. Although very challenging from the back tees, each hole offers 4 sets of tees, making it friendly and playable for players of all skill levels. With scenic rolling fairways, undulating greens, superb conditions, and a recently completed creek renovation project, this course offers a special experience for any golfer.
A couple years ago we had the opportunity to redo the creek that runs through the property. It has made a fantastic change to the whole landscape of the way the golf course plays and the 3 holes that are truly affected by it, holes 4, 6, and 11. The added benefit of the whole creek project was we took all the loose soil from the creek that we dug out and redid the range that's behind me, and truly made a spectacular practice facility.
And if you are new to the game or desire to lower that handicap, Whitford offers a highly trained professional staff, as well as a terrific practice facility that includes a large putting green, a well-targeted driving range, and 2 unique short game areas. Whitford Country Club is also recognized for providing one of the top junior golf programs in the entire region. Each summer, over 150 children participate in the various programs, allowing each junior the opportunity to learn and play the game of golf. But of course, there is much more to Whitford Country Club than the golf course. The clubhouse features an elegant member dining room overlooking the golf course, a more casual atmosphere in Mulligan's Pub and Patio, and a beautiful banquet facility ideal for any special event. And speaking of special, Whitford's event coordinator and staff will customize your event and provide a package specifically designed for your needs and budget.
One of the big myths about private clubs is whether we can do non-member functions, and we're very much open to that. You know, there is a limited amount of openings that we have, and we try to give our members first bids at it, but we do a fair amount of outside functions, and you know, we welcome the public to come in and give that a test. The outside service that comes in here, or the outside business that we bring in here, gets the exact same service as we give our private club membership. There's no deviation in service. It's always top-notch for a private club.
Whitford Country Club offers its members and non-members an elegant dining experience with the finest cuisine, as well as first-class catering and service. So whether it's a wedding, bar mitzvah, corporate meeting, golf outing, or any other celebration, one thing is for sure, your experience at Whitford Country Club is guaranteed to be a memorable one. To find out additional information about Whitford Country Club, or to plan your next special event, please call 610-269-2150 or visit the web at whitfordcc.com.
Now it's time to check out what's on the tee with PGA professional Doug Hendricks.
On the tee today, I would like to share a drill with you that could really help your chipping game. Now, players who chunk their chip shots or top them are usually doing one of two things wrong. They're either swaying off the golf ball, moving their body, or they're getting very risky at impact. In both situations, the ball will usually land right in front of you. Today's drill, chipping from a bunker, can help cure both of those problems. I know if I move off the golf ball, there's a good chance I'm going to hit behind it. My ball will land in front of me. I know at impact, if I get risky, I'm scooping that golf ball, the ball will land in front of me. So the key is to keep my body still, keep my wrists quiet. The drill is simple. I'm going to get into my chipping setup. My ball is back. My weight and hands are forward. I try to hit this golf ball without hitting any sand first. Well, not a bad shot. If you can chip from this lie, you can chip from any lie. I'll see you next week on the tee.
And now it's time for the Cleveland Golf Skills Challenge, brought to you by Cleveland Golf. Cleveland Golf, where scoring matters. Now let's meet our competitors. Drew Peters, Steve Jeffries, Greg Ackrey, Dan Palazzo, Daryl Tuno, Brian Neary, Mike Carley, David Neff, Mike McDevitt, Phil Gordon, Gene Adami, Jerry Griffin, Scott Kramer, Scott Carroll, Victor D. Philippus, Bill Penny.
Well, Daryl Tuno, thank you for serving as our host today. And Daryl, we've got perfect weather, a beautiful facility here at Whitford Country Club, and it looks like you brought a very talented group of guys.
We assembled the most competitive group of insurance and real estate professionals for today's event, so thank you.
Well, it's going to be a great day. And guys, I thought we'd start our day with a fun putting contest. How does that sound?
Yeah!
Great. Well, here's the deal. In a few seconds, our host, Daryl Tuno, will pull one name out of the hat. That player will then try and two-putt from 30 feet. If he knocks it in two, he wins the prize. The prize? How about 2 rounds of golf, green fees and cart fees right here at Whitford Country Club? Yeah! That's a great prize. What a beautiful track. So, Daryl Tuno, who is our lucky contestant? His name is Mike Carley. Yeah! Well, Mike Carley is ready to go. His goal is to two-putt from 30 feet. Now, on a putt like this, you would love to get it within 3 feet. That would make the second putt a lot easier. Slightly downhill. And here's the first putt. Looks pretty good. If you can get it close, oh, that looks very good. What a great effort by Mike Carley. Well, Mike Carley had a great first putt. He needs this putt from about 1 foot from the hole to win the prize. 2 rounds of golf at Whitford Country Club. And it's in the heart of the hole. And what a great two-putt by Mike Carley.
Coming up, Doug gives us some winning golf tips, plus one of our contestants will pitch for a new Infiniti JX when Winning Golf, brought to you by SAP, returns.
Enjoy one-of-a-kind hospitality at the Desmond Hotel Malvern, a full-service hotel with a staff focused on providing exceptional customer service. It's no wonder our guests say the Desmond Hotel is the best part of traveling. This summer, visit the Sunset Grill at the Desmond. Succulent Maine lobster, live music, and special cocktails. Come see why we're consistently voted the best outdoor dining in Chester County. If it's important to you, trust it to us at the Desmond.
It should feel pure, competitive and passionate. It should feel crafted yet technical, challenging yet rewarding. An athletic mix of force and finesse, aggression and art. It should feel personal, timeless. It should feel indebted to the past and committed to the future. This is how the game should feel.
Prizes and tee gifts for the Cleveland Golf Skills Challenge provided by Sun Mountain Golf Bags. Sun Mountain, ahead of time design. Seymour Putters, hide the red dot, see more. The Winston Collection, creating signature leather products for the finest golf clubs in the world. And by PJ Wheelahan's Pub and Restaurant. Visit one of our restaurants and make it a party at PJ's. Doug Hendricks Wardrobe provided by the Greg Norman Collection. Greg Norman, performance by design.
Everybody wins.
Welcome back to Winning Golf. Fellas, I'm holding a gift certificate for a golf lesson with me, and I'd love to give it to the player who hits the best chip shot here in round one. So guys, who wants to improve their golf game? It's so much fun to get better. Now let's start round one of the Cleveland Golf Skills Challenge.
Our Cleveland Golf Skills Challenge takes place on the challenging 16th green at Whitford Country Club. Our competitors will showcase their short game skills with some very tricky and challenging shots in 4 preliminary rounds. If they win a round, they win a prize and valuable extra shots in our all-important Survivor round. Our top 2 winners in the Survivor round will compete in an up-and-in competition to determine this week's champion. Round 1, a 60-foot chip shot uphill that Scott Kramer handled well.
From 60 feet with his putter, and look at this line, look at this speed. Well done, Scott Kramer.
Jerry Griffin has some great touch.
And a beautiful touch right behind the hole. Well done by Jerry Griffin.
Gene Adamai rolls it to just under 5 feet.
Gene Adamai with a nice touch. Well done.
Thank you.
Brian Neary tries to take the round at just over 4 feet.
And a beautiful setup, and look at that shot by Brian Neary.
But check out this gem by Mike McDevitt.
Now that's winning golf right there.
He's 1 foot 10 inches from the cup. Nicely done, Mike. Round 2 was a 25-yard lob shot over a bunker. Victor DeFilippis started things off.
It's up over the bunker. It's a nice stroke and just past the hole. Well done, Victor. Nice job.
Scott Carroll makes a play.
Going with the gap wedge, a 52-degree club, and look at that touch by Scott Carroll. Well done, Scott.
Phil Gordon gets his ball to 9 feet.
With a sand wedge here from 25 yards. And boy, that's a beautiful touch and a great line by Phil Gordon.
Daryl Tuno coaxing his ball to 5 feet.
With a 60-degree club, and boy, oh boy, look at this touch by Daryl Tuno.
But Dan Palazzo takes the round with this gem.
Palazzo with a great setup, a great stroke, and a great effort by Dan Palazzo.
To 3 feet.
Gentlemen, I'm holding an Adams Hybrid, the #1 hybrid in golf, and I'd love to give it to the player who hits the best pitch shot here in round 3. So guys, who has room in their bag for an Adams Hybrid? Yeah! Everybody has room for an Adams Hybrid, so let's get round 3 underway.
Round 3 is a 30-yard pitch that Greg Ackrey handled well.
Greg Ackrey with a beautiful setup and a great touch, running it up towards the hole. Well done by Greg Ackrey.
David Neff.
And this is going to play perfect by David Neff.
Brian Neary gets it to 7 feet.
Nice soft hands, a beautiful stroke. Looks like pin high. Well done by Brian Neary.
Drew Peters playing some winning golf with this one to 5 foot 10 inches.
Looks about pin high, and what a nice shot by Drew Peters.
But Mike Carley steals the round with this beautiful shot.
Bringing it up high, and it's soft. And boy, look at this effort by Mike Carley.
Well done, Mike. Up next is our putting contest with this 30-footer that tests the skills. Check out Steve Jeffries.
Steve Jeffries with a good setup and a good stroke. Looks like about pin high. Well done.
Victor DeFilippis rolls it to 10 inches.
With a beautiful stroke, a beautiful touch. Just got a chance. Oh, just over the edge.
As does Phil Gordon.
Oh, Phil Gordon, nice setup, nice stroke. Does it have enough speed? Just short of the hole.
Scott Kramer puts the pressure on at 7 inches.
Beautiful stroke, and boy, just past the hole. Well done, Scott.
Bill Penny looks good with his stroke to 4 inches.
This has a chance, guys. Look at that putt by Bill Penny.
But watch Gene Adami.
Gene Adami bringing it from left to right. This got a chance. Great speed, great stroke. It's in the hole.
He holds it to take the round. Up next, Doug's short game school.
Well, guys, not every lie can be a good one. This ball is lying right up against the collar. The problem is there's very little grass under the ball, but there's a lot right behind the ball. So when I have this shot, I have to ask myself 3 questions. Number 1, what club am I going to use? Number 2, how will I set up? And number 3, what stroke should I apply to the shot? Let's talk about number 1, the club. I elect to use a pitching wedge for a couple reasons. Number 1, it's got the sharpest edge of all the wedges, which will help you get through the grass behind the ball. It's also got the straightest edge of all your wedges, which means it'll help me with the line when I go to hit the shot. I want to keep that ball in line. So that's the club I'm going to use. The setup is very similar to my putting setup. I'm going to get into my putting setup, including my grip. I'm going to play the ball forward in my stance. I'm also going to put a little weight forward. The only unique part about this setup, guys, is I'm not going to ground the club. In fact, I'm going to bring the club up off the ground so that this leading edge is right next to the equator of the golf ball, the center of the golf ball. So my goal is for this edge to contact the center of the ball. If that happens, the ball will bounce a couple feet and then roll like a putt. Make sense, everybody? Yeah. So really what I'm doing is I am putting with my pitching wedge. Now, the only way I'll hit that equator is if I keep my body perfectly still. Sounds like a putting stroke, right? Keep my head and my body still and don't get wristy. If any of those things happen, I'll never hit that equator. So I have to stay still, quiet wrists, and then putt it with the wedge. All right, guys? Yep. I'd love to have a volunteer put this tip into action. Dan Palazzo, could you help me?
Absolutely.
Thank you,
How
Dan.
you doing?
Come on up here. Great.
All right, Dan.
Dan, let's go through this together. The key thing is you have your pitching wedge, so we're off to a good start there. Let's get into your putting setup. I'd like to see your ball forward. You have a reverse grip on there, which is great, okay? Maybe a little weight on the front leg, okay? And now I'd like you to lift that club up so it's next to this ball, but on the equator of the ball right there, all right? So normally you would ground this club, but for this shot, we're gonna lift it up there, okay? Yep. Now the stroke is a one-piece stroke. It's a pendulum stroke. So I want you to stay very still. Make a nice stroke down towards that hole. I'm going to stand back with this wonderful group from Belfour Restoration and let's see what happens. Oh guys, look at that stroke. Left to right, he played it beautifully. And that is a tremendous effort. Well done, Dan. That's a well done. Well, if you want to remember one thing from this lesson, putt with the edge of your wedge. Fabulous job today.
That's a great tip, Doug. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dan.
The top 2 players in our Cleveland Golf Skills Challenge Survivor Round will advance to compete in a one-on-one up and in competition to determine this week's champion. And check out the shot we have for our competitors. A 30-yard pitch from the rough. Dan Palazzo handles it well.
Out of the heavy rough here in front of the 16th green, and a nice stroke by Dan Palazzo.
Greg Ackrey has a nice effort.
With a nice setup, he's running it off the fringe here, and look at this effort, right past the hole. Well done, Greg Ackrey.
David Neff eyeing the final.
Out of the heavy rough here. This is going to play nicely, just left of the hole. Well done, David.
Mike McDermott tries to get in the final with this effort to 8 feet.
Boy, look at this shot by Mike McDevitt. Well done, Mike.
But Darrell Tuno plays some winning golf and grabs the first spot in our final.
How about that effort by Darrell Tuno?
And here comes Scott Carroll.
The heavy rough, and this looks really good. What a nice stroke by Scott Carroll.
At 6 feet, he takes the round and the other spot in our playoff. Will it be Carroll or Tuno who pitches for a new infinity? We'll find out when Winning Golf, brought to you by SAP, continues. Prizes for winning golf contestants provided by Proforma Industries, your one source for promotional products, printing services, and e-commerce solutions. Skills training aids and golf fitness products. Skills, be an athlete, become a player. Golf Fuel, the product that fuels your game. Puka Headwear, the industry's #1 source for fully custom headwear. Be original. Puka. Outerwear provided by FootJoy. Whether it's cool, rainy, or windy, make every day playable with FootJoy.
On the 18th hole at Abu Dhabi, I had about 275 to the front of the green and about 300 to the flag, and the wind was not helping, was slightly off the left. And I've been told afterwards that the reporter said that why is he trying to go for this, he can't reach it. And I actually hit it and it pitched on the 18th green, and I was very happy with it. I know it's a lot of different materials in the XTD. The velocity slot on the crown and the bottom of the club definitely helps me to get more yardage. I'm Robert Karlsson. If you don't have a fairway wood with the velocity slots, you are at a disadvantage.
Gather with friends and make it a party at PJ's.
With fresh cocktails and a great selection of local craft beer.
Order up our famous buffalo wings,
Flavored in your choice of 7 signature sauces.
Philly's #1 sports fans catch every game at PJ Wellahans.
Where every seat is the best seat in the house.
Find a location near your neighborhood. Visit pjspub.com.
Shouldn't you be driving an Infiniti?
Infiniti of Ardmore and Infiniti of Westchester. Come in today to test drive the all-new Infiniti 7-passenger JX. Affordable luxury you deserve.
It's time now for the SAP Up and In playoff on Winning Golf.
Welcome back to Winning Golf and the exciting SAP Up and In playoff, which will decide this week's champion. I'm standing here with our 2 finalists, Scott Carroll and Darrell Tuno. Guys, tremendous job today.
Awesome weather.
Great time.
Thank you.
Well, it was a fun day. And Scott, let me start with you. You finished first in the Survivor round, which means you'll get the choice here in the SAP playoff to either go first or second. What are you going to do and why?
I'm going to go second. I'm going to have Darrell give me the line.
Okay, well that's pretty good strategy. Darrell, Scott would like a good line from you, so maybe you could give it to him.
Not only that, I'm going to make it.
Wow, this is some good competition. I can feel a great and exciting final here. Now remember, we're playing an up and in format, which means whoever gets their ball into the cup in the fewest number of strokes will be crowned our champion. Guys, good luck.
Thanks.
Good luck, Scott.
Our first shot in the SAP playoff will be a 25-yard pitch shot from the heavy rough behind the green. Darrell Tuno will have the honors. It's up in the air nicely. It's rolling down past the hole. It's an excellent shot. He'll have an uphill putt from there. Well done by Darrell Tuno. And now it's Scott Carroll's turn to try and perform some magic around the 16th green. Let's see if he can get inside of Darrell's ball. Oh, it's left it on the top of the hill. He'll have about a 30-foot downhill putt. Let's see what happens. Well, since Scott Carroll is away, he will have the honor. If he could 2-putt from here, he'd still be in great shape. He's going to leave himself with about 10 feet. Well, Darrell Tuno has 12 feet to become the Winning Golf champion here at Whitford Country Club. He's got a good setup and a good stroke. Oh, just past the hole. Scott has a nice setup and a nice stroke. It's coming down the hill. Oh, it didn't break. He hit it through the break. And Darrell Tuno has 4 feet downhill to become the Winning Golf champion. Nice setup, nice stroke, and it is, oh, it just slips out. Well, Darrell Tuno has 1 foot to roll it in. He does for a 4. And now Scott Carroll needs his 4-footer, and it is, oh, just off the left edge, and Darrell Tuno is our Winning Golf champion here at beautiful Whitford Country Club. Well, Darrell Tuno, congratulations. You're our Winning Golf champion here at Whitford Country Club. You're the host today for Belfour Property Restoration. You're a member here at Whitford, and now you're our champion today, so I hope you had a fun day.
I'll tell you, the weather was great. All of our clients had a great time, and I'll tell you, the course really set up well for just a beautiful day. Looking forward to this afternoon.
Well, we have a nice afternoon coming, but we have one shot before, and that's a 90-foot pitch shot for a brand new Infiniti JX. We'd love to see you make it.
I'll bring it home for my wife.
Well, that's always a good idea. Let's get right back with some more Winning Golf.
Up next, we try to give away a new Infiniti JX on our Infiniti Champions Pitch. Winning Golf brought to you by SAP. We'll be right back.
You know, I've played hybrids for years, and I've seen some pros play 3, even 4 hybrids. With the new A12 OS hybrid irons, you'll get the ball in the air easier. Your mishits will fly straighter, and you'll get more distance with every shot. It's a no-brainer. This is our best performing hybrid iron set ever.
Buy the new Idea A12 OS hybrid irons from Adams Golf. And you'll receive 7 lessons from the best-selling DVD, Tom Watson, Lessons of a Lifetime.
Shouldn't you be driving an Infiniti?
Infiniti of Ardmore and Infiniti of Westchester. Come in today to test drive the all-new Infiniti 7-passenger JX. Affordable luxury you deserve.
Question: could a tour ball actually hurt your game? Answer: absolutely. If you're above a 10 handicap, a lot of the extra spin you're getting from a tour ball is side spin. So you'll be playing your second shot from here, or here, or here. Wouldn't you rather be here? The answer is Q-Star from Srixon, engineered for less spin off the tee and more control from fairway to green. Question your ball. Q-Star is the answer.
With Winning Golf, everybody wins.
It's time now on Winning Golf for the Infiniti Champions Pitch. You'll soon see why we're Infiniti and beyond.
Welcome back to Winning Golf for our final event, the Champions Pitch. Each week, our champion will attempt to hole out from 90 feet to win an amazing brand new Infiniti JX. Winning Golf is thrilled to have 2 first-class dealerships, Infiniti of Ardmore and Infiniti of Westchester, sponsoring this exciting event. So let me set the stage. We are on the 16th hole here at beautiful Woodford Country Club. Our champion, Darrell Tuno, is 90 feet away. If he can hit the pitch shot of his life, he will drive home in the #1 crossover on the road today, the Infiniti JX. Darrell Tuno is a member here at Woodford Country Club, so he knows this green. Love to see him roll it up and in. From 90 feet, Darrell Tuno, he's online. He's got it to the hole. Oh, what a great effort by our champion, Darrell Tuno. Well, we sure had a fabulous day at beautiful Woodford Country Club. This facility is so warm and friendly. I'd also like to thank our host, Darrell Tuno, and his entire group of players sponsored by Belfort Property Restoration. And speaking of Darrell Tuno, as our champion today, he wins a slot in the Winning Golf Championship, which will be held this fall at the Ace Club. That will be an exciting day. Well, thanks so much for watching today's show. I'll see you all next week.
Winning Golf is brought to you by SAP. SAP, the best run businesses run SAP.
Everybody